Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I thought I would just show you how I have been storing my Wearingeul Smile Cat ink swatch cards. So I just thought it might be interesting. You may not find it interesting, but I've been putting mine in the spiral ring notebooks. It's by Traveller's Company. It's an A5 Slim. It comes with 12 sheets, so 72 pockets. And here in Australia, it set me back 1995. So it's called a card file. I liked the fact that it had a craft folder on it. I thought it was quite nice. It's sort of what works for me at the moment. I'm sure there are a lot more inexpensive options out there. Just getting like a business card folder from like a dollar shop or something like that would work as well. Chris Saines over on her channel, she's actually found, I don't know if it's the folders from Wearingeul, but it's like a clear sort of plastic folder, and it seems to hold a lot more of these swatch cards. So these are the swatch cards. They're called Smile Cat ink swatch cards. There are 50 in the set. It is impression paper, 200 GSM Wearingeul cards. So I got mine from the Desk Bandit. Over here is an online shop, and I also got some from Bookbinders Design, which is another Australian online shop as well, along with these folders. So let's get into this. So I've actually got 3 of them, and I've got room to sort of expand and add more as we go along. So this is how they come. Craft folder. You've got like a wire binding here. They're very simplistic. They're very, very sort of plain. It has a cover sheet here. I thought I'm not going to fill that in until my folder is complete. And this is what I've got in them. I'm just making sure I'm in frame. So I've tried to, and they're not in like perfect sort of rainbow order. So, don't call me out on that or anything. So these are all my bottled inks plus some samples as well. I think I've swatched all my bottles now, with the exception of maybe a handful of them. So, and this is a really good reference guide for me, just to have them like this. I had them on a colouring card before, and that worked. That was quite good too. But I think just laying them out like this for me, I'm more of a visual person, so this works for me because I sort of go through and I think, oh yeah, I haven't used that ink for a while. I really like that one. Or, oh, I can see that ink will work well with that pen. Whereas on the colouring card, I just felt like I was flipping and flipping and flipping, whereas this just sort of gives me a good overview, I guess. So, and I just love these. That's sort of like an embossed image on the card. So you could make these yourself too, quite easily, with just some white embossing powder and a heat gun and a stamp, and put them on some watercolor paper yourself and do them, and then do your ink swatch over it. I mean, I think that would work really well too, but these sort of just came as is. But yeah, that smile cat face is like I'll see if I can, I've got a pack open. I'll see if I can show it to you so you can get a bit of an idea. So I don't know if you can see this. It's sort of, I don't know if you can. Anyway, so it has this like embossed raised image on the card, and then when you put your ink down, the ink sort of pulls away from it, and that's what you're left with. So I've got some blank pages in here. I've got some yellows. I don't have a lot of yellow inks. Some of these are samples as well. But I've got the Ferris Wheel Press Butter Popcorn, which I really, really love. I love this Robert Oster Honeybee, one of my favourites. Teranashi Emotional Olive, that's a new bottle of ink just recently, but I really like it. It's more of like a greeny gold colour. And I've got the gold Antiqua, which is, you know, starting to move into the browns, I guess. So oranges. And then we've got some browns. So that's the first folder. The second one is holding a lot of my blue inks. I just love looking at them too. They're pretty to look at. I don't know what was going on with this one when I did this swatch. Just looks so different from the others. I don't know whether that's the ink or just the way that I was swatching it. Anyway. So I seem to, even though greens and, you know, I do like greens and blues, but green's kind of like my primary favourite colour, I seem to have more blue ink bottles and more blue ink samples for whatever reason, which I thought was interesting. I love these kind of blues too. I think they're beautiful. There's a lot of Robert Oster in here. Probably because it's an Australian ink brand. I like to support Australians, other Australian businesses. And, oh yep, and then we've got some greys and blacks. Actually, I haven't got in here the Noodler's Bulletproof Black. I haven't swatched that one yet. So that's the next one. Then I've got this one, which is like reds and pinks and purples. These are just fun to flick through and look at too, even when I'm not choosing inks. And it's a good way of working out any inks, like, because quite often you're drawn to the same ink colours. So this is a good way of looking at things and going, oh, actually I have something very, very similar to that already. So maybe I should look at something else, something different. Because as you can see, I've got quite a few that are, I mean, these ones here are ink samples. But I've got quite a few that are very similar. Like this Yamabudo and the Noodler's Black Swan Australian Roses, it's quite similar. You know, and then I've got this Diamine Claret, which is very similar to the Yamabudo. So, they're things to sort of keep in mind. I'm moving into purples. I love my purples too. Sort of these are like the grey purple colours, the deep purples. I think that's it for that one. So yeah, so they're my how I'm actually swatching inks and storing them and sort of choosing my inks each month from those swatch cards. So what I'm trying to get into, this has taken me months to do, mind you. Like I've been working on this for a good 3 or 4 months to try and swatch everything, and just been doing it bit by bit. But what I'm trying to get into the habit of doing is, when I receive an ink sample or a new bottle of ink, is swatching it straight away before I put it in the drawer, and then putting it in these cards, so then I've got it as a reference guide. I'm trying to do that. I haven't quite done that successfully yet, but you know, work in progress. Anyway, everyone, I hope wherever you are that you're having a really good day or evening. Thank you so much for watching this short little video. I hope if you enjoyed the video that you'll like it, and even just leave me a comment. I love interacting with you all and sort of chatting to you in the comments. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed as well. So we'll see you back here next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.